evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us on Fox 23 News. A lot of basketball is in store for the weekend, starting with the Lady Golden Eagles as they head to NOLA for the second year of the battle for I-59 against Tulane. This matchup is the longest running in Lady Eagle basketball history, as tomorrow marks game number 67 between the two. Tulane currently sits at 5-1 on the season, led by sophomores Crystal Freeman and Kayla Anderson. Southern Miss is coming off a win over Northwestern State, where Megan Brown leads the team in points with 87. She had a good game against Northwestern. She notched her 800th point against the Lady Demons. Tip-off is set for Saturday at 1 o'clock. The 7-0 Mississippi State woman will head to Texas to kick off the SEC Big 12 Challenge in front of the Longhorns and a rowdy home crowd. Texas is also 7-0 and were the last team to beat Mississippi State in a regular season non-conference game. The Longhorns would also talk a bit of trash ahead of this one, as the school created shirts to troll Mississippi State with the phrase "Maroon Ugly in every state" written across the front. Of course, that an attempt to get fans to the game so they can get those free shirts. Maybe it'll put a little bit of fire under the Bulldogs' belt. Tip-off is set for 1 o'clock on Sunday.
They're still ultra athletic, tremendous guard play. Obviously, big kid inside. Allows them to do some things, and I think they're a lot like a lot of teams in the Southeastern Conference from an athletic standpoint. Well coached, they're going to be, and hey, they're sitting there for the next 3 days getting ready for number 6 coming in, so they'll have some focus and intensity in practice, and they'll be at home in front of their crowd.
And a second-half surge from the Ole Miss Rebels would help them climb back from a 14-point deficit as they took on TCU Thursday night. The Rebs would force 9 turnovers in the third quarter to hold a 23-10 advantage, but the Horned Frogs would outbeat them in the fourth with a wide rebounding margin and some great defensive play to come back and win it 55-50. Chandrika Sessom, though, would celebrate the 1-year anniversary of tearing her ACL by putting up 19.7 boards in 4 3-pointers. Along with that performance, Coach McPhee-McEwen still proud of the way her girls fought back.
It seems like every time we make a step forward, then, something happens to challenge us. But being experienced, I do understand that challenges like this will help us in the long run, and there are a lot of things that we can build off of, a lot of things we can be proud of.
Well, if the Cowboys proved one thing last night, it's that defense wins games. The surging Saints offense, who was averaging an NFL best 37 points per game, would be held to just 176 total yards Thursday night as their 10-game win streak came to an unexpected end. Dak and the Cowboys would get on the board first. Prescott with a soft pass to Ezekiel Elliott, who takes care of the rest 16-yard touchdown, in the Cowboys with the early 10-0 lead. Now, earlier in the week, Dallas defensive end Marcus Lawrence, he had some colorful words for the Saints, and he wouldn't end up eating those words as he puts an end to the Saints' drive there. Not really the score that we expected to see in this game. End of the third, though, finally something from the Saints offense. Drew Brees fires it to Keith Kirkwood, his second NFL career touchdown, as NOLA trails by just 3 points. Can they get it going? Well, less than 3 minutes to go, and the Saints defense turns up the heat. Cam Jordan forcing a sack fumble, and the ball would go to the Saints. But Drew Brees, he would give us a stunning and rare glimpse of an imperfection as he throws his 3rd interception of the season. A bad time for it. And that would be all she wrote in this one. Saints finally lose the game 13-10 as Dak and the Cowboys win their 4th straight.
Tip your hat to Dallas. I thought those guys did a good job tonight. Played a heck of a game, deserved to win the game. I thought we struggled really throughout the night having any consistency offensively. I thought we made enough plays defensively. We kind of felt like it would be a lower scoring game coming in. We just didn't do enough things, and that starts with us as coaches, the plan going in. There'll be a lot we watch on tape.
We didn't really find a rhythm for pretty much the whole game. I guess we may have had one decent drive, but for the most part, I felt like we were just didn't really find a great rhythm with what we were doing.
Yeah, not something we see often from Brees. He did break another record, though, last night. He's now had 30 touchdowns in 10 seasons. So
I don't think he was celebrating.
I don't think he
that one,
cares
though.
about
Yeah.
that. No,
I
humble
did.
Drew Brees.
When you saw his face when he threw that
He was
late
mad
game
at himself.
interception. Yeah.
And he said after the game he was trying to throw it away, and
Just didn't-
it was bad choice. But
Did I tell you about playing that level of play?
and I jinxed it the other day.
You can't-
because
can't
I said the Saints wouldn't lose again.